Hello student, I am Dr. S.L. Mundai, Assistant Professor Department of Mathematics, Sri RLT College of Science, Akola. Dear student, in previous lecture we have seen some problems on 2 by 2 payoff matrix by using formula. So in this lecture we will see if the payoff matrix is given in the form of 3 by 3, 4 by 4 or m by n type matrix, then how will you solve, how will you find out the value of the game and for this payoff matrix. So such types of payoff matrix or such types of games we will solve by using dominance property. So what is the use of dominance property? The use of dominance property is to reduce the given payoff matrix, MIN payoff matrix, in the form of 2 by 2. Then we will find out the solution of that 2 by 2 payoff matrix. Okay. So before going to start problem, we will see some rules of the dominance property. So on that basis of the rule, we will find out the solution of the given payoff matrix. So what is the first rule? If all element of row say kth are less than or equal to the corresponding element of any other say rth, then kth row is dominated by the rth row. Okay, that means we can say that if any one of the if any one of the row is less than to the other row, then we can say that the first row is dominated to second row. Second, if all the elements of the column, say kth column, are greater than or equal to the corresponding element of the other column, say rth, then the kth row is dominated by the rth row. That means first column is dominated by the second column. Suppose that all the elements of the first column is greater than equal to all the elements of the second column, then we can say that the first column is dominated by the second column. Third, dominated row or column may be deleted to reduce the size of payoff matrix, as the optimal strategy will be remain unaffected. Okay, so dominated row and dominated column will be deleted. Okay, to reduce the given payoff matrix into by 2 payoff matrix. Okay, there will be no the effect on a optimum strategy. So these are the some rules of the dominance property. Now we will see the some problems by using dominant property. Find the optimum strategy and value of the game by using dominance property. Okay, so there is a first problem. What is the first problem? Two firms are competing for a business under the conditions so that one firm's gain is another firm loss. Firm A's payoff matrix is given below. There are two firms. Let us we consider firm A and firm B. Okay. So both are competing to each other. Both are the business doing the business under the some conditions. Okay. The payoff matrix is given as firm A, number of advertisement, medium of advertisement, heavy advertisement, and firm B, number of advertisement, medium advertisement, and heavy advertisement. So this is the payoff matrix for the firm A. So here we have to find out, suggest the optimum strategy for the two firms and the net outcomes thereof. Okay, so here we have to find out the optimum strategy for firm A and firm B. Okay, what is the solution? So let us we consider the firm A, firm A using three techniques, that is A1, A2, A3. We can write in our general form A1, A2, A3. Okay, and form B using three techniques, that is B1, B2, B3. So we will denote number of advertisement, that is B1, medium of advertisement B2, and heavy advertisement B3. Okay, so we can write this payoff matrix in this way. Okay, so this is the 3 by 3 payoff matrix. Okay, so we have to reduce this 3 by 3 payoff matrix by using the dominance property. So what is the dominance property? So in dominance property, we have to first take the column operation. That means we have to check some all the elements of the any row column is greater than equal to all the elements of the second column. Okay, any other columns. So if you observe from this uh, payoff matrix, here the first column, here all the elements of the first column greater than equal to all the elements of second column and third column. Okay, so if you observe clearly, the first column is dominated by the second column because all the elements of the first column are greater than all the elements of the second and third column. Okay, so here we can say that the first column is dominated to the second and third column. Okay, so therefore we delete this first column. Okay, so therefore we will delete first column. Then the remaining elements will be, that is 5 minus 2, 12, 15, 14, 10. The reduced payoff matrix can be written in this way. Okay, so first column is deleted. So here if you observe, here is a two columns and three rows. Okay, that means here we cannot use the column operation. That means already we reduce this payoff matrix in two columns. Now we have to reduce this column in two rows. This payoff matrix reduced to in two rows. Okay, so if you observe first row is less than or equal to the second row and third row. Okay, so if you observe the first row is less than second row and third row, so therefore we can say that the first row is dominated to the second row and third row. All the elements of the first row is less than equal to all the elements of second and third row. That means we can say that the first row is dominated by the second row and third row. So therefore we will here delete the first row. Okay, so here you have to remember, if you are going to the column operation, if you are using the column operation, okay, all the elements of the first column or the any column greater than equal to all the elements of the second column. Okay, then the greater column is deleted. Okay, and if you are going to the row operation, okay, all the elements of the any row less than equal to all the elements of the other elements. Okay, the lowest element of the row, that uh, row will be deleted, dominated row will be deleted. Okay, so here first row is dominated. Okay, dominated to the second row and third row. Therefore the given payoff matrix can be reduced in the following form. Okay, that is 12, 15, 14, 2. Okay, now if you observe, this is the 2 by 2 payoff matrix. Okay, now we will use previous method to solve this problem. Okay, so if you observe, we reduce 3 by 3 payoff matrix in the form of 2 by 2 payoff matrix. Now we will use the previous method. So find out the row minima. Row minima means take the smallest element from each row. So that is 12 and this is 10. Then find out the maximum. Maximum means largest value in row minima, that is 12, and it is denoted by the lower V bar. Find the column maxima, that is the largest value in each column, that is first column is that is 14 and second column is that is 15. Then find out the minimax, that is the it is denoted by upper V bar. Minimax means lowest value in column maxima. Okay, so here if you observe minimax and maximin, that is not equal to. Okay, That means we can say that clearly the given payoff matrix does not have any saddle point. Okay, there does not exist any saddle point. If you observe from this given payoff matrix, there does not exist any saddle point. That means we can say that this game is without saddle point. That means this payoff matrix using the mixed strategy. So therefore we will consider the mixed strategy for form A and for form B. The mixed strategy for player A is A1, A2, A3 with payoff P1, P2, P3. Okay. And mixed strategy for player B is B1, B2, B3 with payoff Q1, Q2, Q3. And condition will be here P1, P2, P3 equal to 1 and Q1, Q2, Q3 equal to 1. Okay. But if you observe here B2 and B3 is only remaining present. Here A2, A3 is present. That means here P1 will be 0. Okay, for the A1, because here A1 is absent, and Q1 is 0. Q1 is 0 because B1 is absent. Okay, that row or column already deleted. Therefore P1 is 0 and Q1 is 0. So from this payoff matrix, A11 is 12, A12 is 15, A21 is 14, and A22 is 10. Okay, now we will find out the P2 and P3. So what is the formula for P2? Same formula is A22 minus A21 divided by A11 plus A22 minus A12 plus A21. So putting the values, so we will get, putting the values and calculating, we will get 4 upon 7. The value of P2 is 4 upon 7. Now we will find out the P3. So by using this condition, P1 is 0, that is P3 is 1 minus P2. So 1 minus P2, that is 1 minus 4 by 7. So this will give 3 by 7. Okay. So here the P2 is 4 by 7 and P3 is 3 by 7. Okay. If you add in this equation, so this will satisfy this condition. Now we will find out Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay. So here Q1 is 0 because B1 is deleted. Okay. So therefore Q1 is 0, Q2 plus Q3 equal to 1. Condition will becomes Q2 plus Q3 equal to 1. So what is the Q2? Q2 is A22 minus A12 divided by A11 plus A22 minus A12 plus A21. Okay. So by using same formula. So putting the all values and calculating, you will get Q2 equal to 5 by 7. Similarly, we will find out the Q3. Q3 is written as 1 minus Q2, that is 1 minus 5 by 7, that is 2 by 7. The addition of Q2 Q3 will becomes 1. Okay. So in this way we can find out the values of Q2 and Q3. Now we will find out the optimal strategies for player A and for player B. So optimal strategy for player A is A1, A2, A3. P1 is 0, P2 is 4 by 7 and P3 is 3 by 7. Optimal strategy for player B is B1, B2, B3 with payoff Q1 is 0, Q2 is 5 by 7 and Q3 is 2 by 7. Now finally we will find out the value of the game. Value of the game is given as V equal to A11 A22 minus A12 A21 divided by A11 plus A21 minus A12 plus A21. So putting the all values from the given payoff matrix and calculate, we will get 90 divided by 7. So these are the optimal strategies for player A or for firm A and for firm B, and the value of the game is 19 by 7. Okay. So what is there? So therefore here the firm A uses the optimum strategies A2 and A3. Optimum strategy A2 and A3 with 57% of time and 40% of time respectively. Similarly, firm B uses the optimal strategy B2 and B3 with 71% of time and 29% of the time respectively. Okay. So this is the first problem on a dominance property. So in next lecture we will see another problems, some difficult problem on a dominance property in next lecture.